You guys, we have a lot to talk about, from golden showers to pegging. Oh God, to go urinating boys in restaurants, ring health department, to dean, penis piercings. Let's just dive right on in. Heavy spoilers in this video, so if you haven't watched you season 4 part 1, go ahead and click out because I'm about to go in. And another disclaimer, if I talk funny, it's because my braces have decided to bite me today, so just ignore that. I'm only talking about the characters, the very unlikable characters. YouTube and Netflix so lucky that they want to be Disney Channel now, and we can't curse in the first 3 minutes of our video. Because let's talk about Phoebe. I don't trust Phoebe at all. Something about her is real off, and I'm not talking about the dick candles. Okay, something's not adding up. I don't trust her. Um, her man, people that's beneath him. Are you serious? In the restaurant, does the waiter wash his hands after? Disgusting. That's I really don't have. I'm running through these really quickly so I can get to my favorite one, which you guys might be surprised, but she sexually harassed the hell out of Joe for whatever reason. Her boyfriend, weirdo. If you, I don't kink shame, but if you're gonna urinate on people beneath you, do it outside of your restaurant, please. Don't urinate on people in your restaurant, or get urinated on. Correction, in your restaurant. Don't. Please ignore my nails. I know they look terrible. Whatever. I couldn't wait to film this video. So get past them. The bodyguard, Vic. I liked Vic. Vic was doing his job. Vic noticed that Joe was a damn creep. And Vic, being trained in whatever he was trained in, he went and he tried to take care of business before he was murdered. But I liked Vic, the bodyguard slash driver. I liked him a lot. I'm really sad that they took him out because I liked him. Moving on, Raoul. He is a Disney damn villain. It's after 3 minutes good. The fuck? Raoul is I hunt pheasant, but your ass can't fight. Are we in? Is this a Disney movie? I felt like I was watching a Disney Channel villain. None of these people are interesting. None of these people are intimidating. They're snobby assholes. If I was a Brit, I would be upset with Netflix for how they tried to portray Brits in the great, beautiful city of London, because that ain't it. This is why don't nobody like you, Netflix. We need to break up because you're embarrassing me at this point. It's trash. No. No. Like, at this point, you guys are trying to appeal to everyone. The kinky, the damn cokeheads. I mean, it was more drugs in this show than I saw on El Chapo's damn documentary. I mean, you guys are trying to appeal to the LGBTQ, the peggers, the people that like, you be golden showers, goddamn black people, rich people, poor people. Well, y'all were not trying to appeal to poor people. You shitted on poor people the entire 5 episodes. It was embarrassing. It was cringy. Your characters are cringy. They're not relatable. I mean, at this point, bring back love. Go ahead and bring back the axe murderer. Like, that was more Take me back to New York with Beck and the library. This is not it. Back to the characters. And if you see me looking over here, I'm just making sure I stay on topic and remember. Raul. Back to Raul. He was predictable. I got creepy. I want the girl vibes from him from the get go. I did not like him. He has nice abs. When they were coming back from the pool, yeah, okay, nice body. But that was it. His personality is shit. There was nothing likable about him. He reminded me of a villain out of a cartoon, Tom and Jerry type shit, Kim Possible, Ron Stoppable type shit. I don't understand where y'all was going with it. He pushed Joe out of a damn window. He's clearly a stalker. He has more pictures of Kate than he has of himself. No. He was listening outside of the door in episode 5. And he clearly heard Kate tell Phoebe's weird ass that it wasn't Joe. Joe's not the murderer. But you go and you hunt Joe and you frame him because you think it's a good way to go ahead and get him out of Kate's life, who you are obsessed with. Corny. It didn't know. I hate Gemma. There's not much to say about Gemma. Gemma's a snobby bitch. I don't like Gemma. I hate Gemma. I don't... You guys could have written her better. She sucked. I hate her. Sexual harassing the staff like they don't have enough to deal with your snobby ass. I was so happy when she died. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. I was happy when she died. Go on, get her out of here. She's disgusting as a human being. Really. These people are working, like Joe said, to make a living, and you are sexually harassing them, embarrassing them, and talking down on them. There's nothing much else to say about her. She was a terrible human being. Because she got knocked off. Adam. I don't like Adam at all. Adam gets urinated on in his restaurant. I've said that. I'm going to leave it right there. You're disgusting. You're nasty. Call the health department. Somebody leave a review. No. I mean, Phoebe, clearly she loves him. Clearly. Because I would have let his ass go. You got grown men sent on you. And you only like people that are beneath you. Which I guess to Phoebe should be a good thing. At least he doesn't think that she's beneath him. Moving on. Phoebe is wild. Okay? I Phoebe. She wild. I have a love-hate with Phoebe. I don't trust Phoebe. Something's off with Phoebe. She's too comfortable learning about death. I make molds of all my lovers' cocks. That was some wild shit. I mean, you lured Joe, and catching Joe off guard has got to be a gold medal. I mean, she wild. Clearly, her and her man share the same character traits. They both get what they want, especially from other people, which is just crazy. Conclusion, I like how direct Phoebe is. I like how uninhibited Phoebe is. Simon. Sayonara. I'm so happy they took him out. Bye, Simon. There was nothing really, there's nothing to say about Simon. Simon is disgusting. Stealing your assistant's artwork, getting them hooked on drugs, talking to people like you're crazy. None of these characters are interesting. But one, I'll get to that soon. But yeah, no. Simon, sayonara. Glad you're gone. Will not be missing you. Your art was trash. At least some of it. It didn't even belong to you. Vic, the bodyguard driver, people, I saw that they didn't like him, that he was overstepping his boundaries. What were his boundaries? He was a bodyguard. He was doing his job. Joe was a fucking creep, a cringy one. But I will be covering him in another video. But Vic was doing his job, and he did it pretty well up until he got choked out. I actually was sad that he got taken out. Vic paid attention to his intuition. He knew something was off. He knew something wasn't adding up. He actually protected the people he cared about, and he got taken out for it. He was straightforward. He did take Joe's money, but Joe stole it, so karma. Vic was trained to notice red flags, and he did. Plain and simple. The love family investigator. Laughable. A joke. What do you mean you want to be a better person? What who wrote that shit? But you just pop up in town, give Joe an identity, passport, visa, everything Joe needs. Convenient. Lame. Didn't make sense. Didn't add up. And he wants to go kumbaya in the damn mountains. Now all of a sudden he's sick of his job. Didn't add up. Didn't make a lick of sense. It was it almost made me just stop watching the show altogether. What do you mean you're tired? You're supposed to be investigating. You're paid to do a job. You were not paid to provide Joe a new entire fucking life. And then had the audacity to tell him to go kill Marianne. And then didn't even bother to verify Marianne was really dead. What kind of... You're an investigator? Investigating what? Not shit. Then want to get her knocked off. You got sent a necklace. And that's all you need? Then you tell Joe, I thought we agreed for you not to call my phone anymore, or agreed for you not to use this number. A normal person would just get a new number. Y'all should have wrote that better. Next, Malcolm. There's not much to say about Malcolm. As we all know, he got knocked off in like the first 15 to 30 minutes. Malcolm was like the rest of the characters, unlikable, pompous ass. Just cheated on his girlfriend. He was an asshole. Maybe allegedly had relationships with students. Kept love letters behind his disgusting portrait. There's not much to say about Malcolm. Rest in peace. See you later. Next, Nadia, the student. I don't know why, but something was off to me about Nadia. I don't trust Nadia. I don't know why, but something, I don't know. Not trustworthy. Too convenient. Sneaky. Spidey senses are tingling when Nadia comes on the screen. But we didn't see much except when she was needed to provide information or whatever. She's not dead, so we'll see what happens with her. Let's talk about my favorite character. This might surprise people, and people are gonna probably be like, what the fuck? But Kate Galvin. Kate is my favorite character, and she is a bitch. I saw people calling her a bitch. She is, but when I got her background and her backstory, I understood why she is the way that she is. Granted, I studied psychology in college, so that But I like Kate Galvin, and I'm going to explain why. Kate Galvin read Joe like a book, honey. I don't think anybody noticed that. Kate Galvin, everything she called out about him was true. True. She called him a stalker. He is a fucking stalker. The woman was on point with his entire personality. There was nothing that she said about Joe that was not true. She said Joe was a hollow, empty person with no life. That is true. Joe is a hollow, empty person with no life. Joe, his entire life is stalking women, killing everyone in their life that he finds to be a problem, and then recreating a new life just to rinse and repeat and do the same thing, except now he's fucking knockoff Sherlock Holmes.
Don't look in my window. Stop playing shitty Sherlock.
Well, she's not going to help figure out who you are, that's clear.
People are saying she was a condescending bitch. Joe's a creepy fucking stalker. I would have been a condescending bitch too. What do you want? Why are you here? Why do you just stand around staring at people, creeping, stalking, listening to people's conversations? I understand the reason she acted like a bitch completely. Her intuition is on point, and clearly she pays attention to it. She didn't trust Joe off the bat. She got weird vibes about Joe. Everyone else is all inviting and trying to act like they don't notice how creepy he is, but she didn't pretend. That banter back and forth when she said, I would cremate your dick, and he's like, great, good talk, kind of dismissive, like, bye. Kanye was a condescending asshole who kept referring to Joe as a penniless professor. Rude, condescending, snobby asshole, like most of these characters. I'm surprised it didn't get knocked off, honestly. Did he? No, he didn't. He should have. Fuck him. Next. Oh, that's what Kate said. She said that you are a hollow nobody with no life of his own. She read his ass, and she read him well. Convinces himself that he's a good person and enforces his savior complex on people. And he's a murderer. He's murdered a lot of people, like a lot. He's a fixated, disgusting murderer. No matter how much they try to make him, make everyone around him look so bad that Joe somewhat looks good, it doesn't work. It doesn't. We haven't forgotten that Beck found teeth that he pulled out of someone's head in his creepy ass cubby hole in the bathroom ceiling. We have not forgotten. But good try, Netflix. Very good try. Not really. It's the way she read him. Hollow with no life. No life. The savior complex that he has. And then if you guys see me looking over, it's because I did write some of my thoughts, because it was a lot. If they disappoint him or they figure him out, he kills them. Then rinse and repeat. Relocates, starts new life, gets a new identity. That's it. Joe has no life. His life is other people's business and other people's life. Fixations. Convincing himself that he is a good person. What did Kate say that was wrong? Tries to fill his emotional space with other women's problems. And admittedly, honestly, without the dialogue or knowing his inner mind and how he justifies everything that he does and the characters or the women that he likes to fixate on, other than that, he wouldn't be an interesting person. He's fucking hollow. He has no life. She read his ass well. Next. I wasn't disappointed or angry or surprised, honestly, when Kate sent the police after Joe. That's what a normal person would do. I mean, he's literally creepy as hell. He's everywhere. He doesn't want the police to know his presence. red flags. He clearly watches her with no shame. Like,
Don't look in my window.
let me stop, because I'm gonna talk about Joe in another video, because I have a lot to say about this new Joe. Honestly, I don't see anything wrong with Kate. Yes, she is a bit snipey, but given her family background, her dad being basically an evil rich person who likes to rip apart companies, her mother having that sad story about hurting herself, self-harm, and basically not allowing her daughter to show any emotions, it makes sense. It makes a whole lot of sense. That's why she's so cutthroat. But I appreciate it. Someone, needs to be cutthroat with Joe. Because Joe is in fucking La La Land thinking that he's a savior. And he's not. He's the problem. I like how she directly asked Joe, why are you following me? Because it was obvious. Other women throughout the series would pretend and act like they didn't see Joe following them. She called it out. Why are you following me? Is it to kill me? Are you trying to murder me? Do you want me? Like, what is it? Oh, wait, you know what? Correction. That scene where they're sitting in the bar after he followed her, and she basically asked him, are you following me to stalk me? Are you a murderer? You know, and he's like, don't bite, don't bite. And he answers truthfully, yes. You've got it. I've got a thing for stalking and murder. I mean, Joe, you do. Baby, it was the truth. Have you not watched seasons 1 through 3 like I have? And then he states it has nothing to do with wanting to help you. This is Joe's entire personality from every season, forcing his help on people, killing people in their lives that he thinks is a problem, forcing their help or forcing his help, like he told Kate, whether you want it or not. Did Kate lie? I don't think she did. I think she hit the, what is it? Hammer on the nail. When she asked him, why would you even care? Because it is weird as hell for someone to randomly start following you, watching you, because they claim that they're trying to protect you. And he states, maybe just because I'm trying to protect you, whether you want it or not. And clearly he's not ashamed to tell the truth. Talking about some, yes, I got a thing for stalking and murder. Well, god damn it, Joe. If only you were this honest with the police. Now, she may doubt her intuition or doubt, you know, even though she sees through him and she calls him on his shit. And after he stays, maybe I just want to help you whether you like it or not. You can tell when she turns and she just looks at him. And I mean, like, really looks at him. Like, and I'm sorry, but, well, no, I'm not. Fuck. I'm not sorry. Joe is a little, you know, Joe looking all grown manish in his little fucking ugly ass tweed jacket. But Joe is looking all bearded and mannish, you know, he is looking a little attractive. She's had 1 or 2 drinks or 3 or 4. She's grieving. Joe is an opportunity. So, I mean, I noticed, you know, when she got a little turned on by, and she starts thinking, what's that crazy D like? Like, I wonder. She started looking at him, you know? Like, she wanted to know what that overprotective D might be like, you know? But you can tell that defense just kind of fell away. She got attracted to him, and she opened up to him. And she told him her backstory about how her mom raised her to not show any emotions, not to cry. And she explains to him why she's not the grieving widow that everyone is expecting her to be. Or not widow, because they weren't married, but yeah. Like, that's when I knew that, you know, Joe was in there. She may be a little hard shell to crack, but he was in there. But then when I don't know, then she got defensive again when they started talking about Malcolm and the fact that, I don't know, she questioned him, like, you don't think I thought Malcolm was fucking around on me? You don't think I knew that? She put her defenses back up a little bit, but then she's like, well, come on, follow me. Let me show you where we used to go. And I was like, girl, okay. I found it interesting, but she's walking fast. She don't care if he keeps up or not. She's telling him, you know, it is what it is. Either you're going to come or you're not. I liked that. I liked her ass. I'm not lying. I liked it. I liked her. Joe was like, so she's inviting me to follow her now? She is a little flip-floppy, wishy-washy. You go from accusing him of stalking you and following you to telling him, come on, follow me. Yeah, okay. Whatever. You see, he got up and followed her like a little puppy dog, like she said. And I knew where it was going. I knew the tone. First of all, Netflix is very predictable. They want to put sex scenes. Child, I think if Penn Badgley, is that his name? If he allowed more sex scenes, there would have been a lot more pegging in here. But I knew where it was going. And I like how direct she was with them. She was like, you know, I've had a rough day. What she said was, you know what? If you want to be useful, I've had a truly awful day. Distract me, will you?
It's not safe.
You know what? If you want to be useful, I have had a truly awful day.
The way she put that, baby, I was like, okay. If you want to be useful, because as of right now, Joe, you're not being useful. You're being fake righteous. But then she asked him, come on, isn't there something to the idea of being watched? I liked when they threw that in there because Joe knows he's being watched. Joe knows that both of them are being watched. And he's like, no, hell no, I ain't never. But it's interesting because Joe invades people's space like that. He watches everyone. He's been watching her. She's like, I can see you're trying to be noble. You like to think a lot. Ooh, baby. The whole episode is basically Joe's thoughts and him overthinking everything and, you know, his talking. And she read his ass again. You think too much. You're sitting here trying to be noble and hiding your true motives. Is that not Joe? Joe is hiding his motives. Joe does overthink a lot. I mean, we get his thoughts throughout the entire episode. He's like, oh, you're a romantic. He is. He likes to lie to himself and think that he is. He doesn't like to think that he's using a woman. He likes to think that he's romantic and he's in love with her after 2 fucking weeks. Joe doesn't talk about himself. Joe doesn't allow anyone in, but Joe is always in someone's business. Joe is always lurking around, listening to conversations. I'd be a bitch too, for God's sakes. He kills people. Lord, he killed Peach. He framed Dr. Nikki for Beck's death. He killed poor Beck. I mean, she did deserve that. I'm glad they didn't show how she died. Joe is a sick individual. She is my favorite character so far. Episode 5, she lost me. She had me fucked up. Girl, yo ass a murderer. I hope I can take this back when part 2 comes out and eat my words, but she's a murderer. Episode 5 made me mad, especially when she had the audacity. That was the only time I was like, Joe, end her ass. Get a, like, you put a knife to my throat after I walked in and asking me who am I, after I walked in and saw you holding a knife, standing over Gemma, who granted was a mean bitch.
I think I need to go back to therapy.
How are you this good at hiding bodies? Who are you? Really?
Easy, just...
But Then you try to threaten me and tell me you're gonna look suspicious, you'll go down for this too. Bitch. I was hoping Joe flipped her ass when she put that knife up against his throat, talking about who are you. I wouldn't have told her ass shit. And Joe was extremely smart for not telling her his son's name. Very smart. That's the damn Joe I know. The one that thinks. Not the one that gets wasted at parties with rich aristocrats telling his business. But she lost me. You're a murderer. Where did the knife come from? I don't understand. We're just expected to believe that she has her bracelet or your bracelet on her body and you didn't murder her. So the knife just got conjured up. Are we in The Conjuring? You're full of shit. Have you ever paid attention to the type of women Joe attracts? I'm not going to speak too much on it, but all I'm going to say is Joe has a pattern with women. And honey, I think that there's a lot more to Kate that meets the eye. I think she is a murderer. I think that she did stab the shit out of that girl, Gemma. I think she was very much prepared to make him take the fall for it. She wiped the damn knife off, even though Joe was smart to tell her, hey, just throw that knife in there. She wiped it off. Like, okay, tell us what we need to know. But I promise by episode 5, I was not feeling her. Like, get that knife away from Joe's throat when he just helps you dispose of a body. He didn't have to do that. He literally just got pushed out a damn window. He should have had enough with you motherfuckers. Honestly. And you're talking about you got rid of a body too easily. Girl, get the... You didn't have any bright ideas, murderer. I understand. No, I don't. But from the TV point, I understand. I would have ran like hell. Kate's and Joe's sex scenes were laughable. Mostly because of Kate. The actress is... I don't know. Those sex scenes between her and Joe were lame as hell. Laughable. Not interesting. Bye. Netflix, you always trying to throw some sex scenes into some shit. The man don't want to be dry humping on women on set anymore. He's clearly burned out because those sex scenes were not at all interesting between him and Kate. I wish y'all had just left them out. They sucked. She just might be part, I think that there is more than one killer. I'm going to get to Reese next. But she may be, a part of a whole. Who knows? That banter back and forth between them when they're at the table and he's watching Adam interact with the waiter that he's likely getting urinated on by. But she's like, I don't know, what's that face about? You know something I think you know that I think you may know too. Like, and he's just like, I don't know what she's talking about. Like, they hear, baby. He's mad. Joe doesn't like when he meets his match. I noticed that with the way that they write him. But at the same time, I think she's his match. I mean, I don't know why, but I like it. I like that shit. It's like innuendos and reading in between the lines, and we're gonna see what part 2. If I watch that shit. After episode 5, I don't give a damn to even know what's happening at this point. Episode 5, Joe found himself getting yanked around a lot by that little tweed jacket. Like, he gets yanked into the room by Phoebe. He gets yanked and around by Kate even though they don't do it that time. Then he gets yanked again later in the episode, but they do it that time, that dry sex scene. But that poor, I almost said poor Joe. Joe ain't poor. Joe need to get his ass yanked and beat. You know, keeping teeth and shit. Yeah. I mean, conclusion, Kate, favorite character, hands down. There are no other characters I care for. Now, let's talk about Reese. My brother and a lot of other people seem to think that Reese was a ghost at first. And they were like, Reese, for some reason, only interacts with Joe. That was kind of made obvious as to why he only interacts with Joe. He apparently hates rich people. He doesn't like those people. He's at their functions. He's hanging around with them, but he doesn't like them. So that kind of cleared it up for me why he didn't interact with them. I don't think he's a ghost. There's no fucking way Reese is a ghost at this point, or that he's in Joe's head. How can a ghost show up, save, well, no, he didn't save him. I was so happy when Joe choked raw ass out, sitting there talking about, I hunt pheasant. You getting your ass whooped. Anyway, Reese, there's no way Reese is a ghost. Reese literally showed up, knocked the hell out of Joe with the butt of a gun, transported 2 bodies to the bowels of a fucking castle, and then chained them both up. That is not a ghost. Reese is very much real. I don't see how anyone can make him more real. Reese is a threat. Reese is a comic book villain, but still, yeah, that didn't surprise me. It didn't throw me off. He didn't interact with anyone because he didn't like anyone. He liked Joe because, hello, Joe is a killer, just like he is. Joe's a mastermind, or at least he was. Seasons 1 through 2, a little bit 3. But Reese is not all in Joe's head. Joe did not knock his damn self out and drag him and Raul's stupid ass through the woods to the bowels of hell just to chain himself and Raul ass up. There's no way. He's not a ghost. I don't really have much to say about him other than that. But let's be honest, anybody that Joe likes is a problem. Something is off about them. There's a reason that Joe resonates with him. And now we see why. He's a murderer. And, you know, Netflix, you want us to believe that someone who is running for an office or government position is just willy-nilly killing people, stalking some random ass tweed jacket wearing professor at a college, cloned his cell phone, or not cloned Joe's cell phone, but he downloaded some app so he can text him. But this is the man that's supposedly running for an office. Now, I blame that on Netflix's writing. That's what you want us to believe. That I don't believe that he's working alone. I don't. I think Reese is probably working with Phoebe, Nadia, maybe. I don't know. He's working with someone that can watch Joe when he is not there to watch Joe. At least that's my opinion. Tell me your opinion, please, please, please. I'm interested to know, but as far as I'm concerned, Reese should not be running for no damn office. Yeah. I think that's all I have to say about Reese. We'll see what happens with him. Hopefully this is the last damn season, child, because this season, perfect. Yawning. Boring. Episode 5 lost me completely. I damn near was ready to give up on the damn show. Everyone was an idiot. Everyone is condescending in this show. Everyone is annoying. Like I said, I like Kate. I don't even know these other people's names. I don't even give a shit. I don't like anybody I did name in this video. I just didn't like, and I didn't see the point in including them. The black woman, fuck out of here. Joke. Write her the fuck out. Just go and kill her. Gee, like, why do y'all... A joke. Simon's sister... I don't have much to say about her. She likes, I don't know, she liked to fucking drink and snort coke with the rest of them. I don't know what else to say about her. Oh, Raul, comic book villain, might as well twirl his little mustache. He's a fucking joke. He should have died. I don't know why y'all didn't write that in there, but he's not interesting. He's clearly obsessed and stalkerish. There are too many damn obsessed stalkers in the show. Like, I need to investigate some of my friends, because what the not make it make sense. Everybody is unlikable. This fake ass. I'm not figuring out who A is again. I'm not. Pretty Little Liars. That's what it felt like. A knockoff ass Sherlock Holmes. A fucking whodunit murder mystery. Go away, Netflix. We're breaking up. You derailed the season. It was already on shaky ground. Then episode 5 came, and I literally just turned it off because I needed a brain break. I'm done ranting. This video is long enough. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave your thoughts, predictions, whatever you thought about the characters. I'm sorry, but they suck. Whatever you thought about the characters, let me know. Tell me. I'm very interested to read those comments. I will reply. So yeah. Bye.